What's going on, y'all? It's your boy H-Dog, and I'm back here with another video. And there was some breaking news throughout the day about GameStop making an announcement regarding what they're gonna do with the T virus. It did get reported by Jason Schreier, who's of Kotaku, and in a quote that was obtained by Jason from a memo by GameStop. I almost said GameSpot. Quote, due to the products we carry that enable and enhance our customers' experience in working from home, we believe GameStop is classified as essential retail and therefore is able to remain open during this time. We have received reports of local authorities visiting stores in an attempt to enforce closure despite our classification. Store managers are approved to provide the document linked below to law enforcement as needed. And then GameStop later throughout the day, they took to Twitter saying, quote, we are working diligently during this unprecedented time to provide our customers and associates with the safest environment possible. Please click to see below for details on new changes we are enacting, and click here for our full statement. Pretty much the too long don't read of it was instituting multiple social distancing practices in our stores, such as only allowing 10 customers in our stores at any given time, following CDC recommended guidelines to adopt in-store line management practices that creates a 6-foot parameter between customers and checkout lines. Reducing our store hours of operations from 12 to 8 p.m., which will be in place until Sunday, March 29th. Rolling out delivery and door service to allow customers to pick up their purchases at the front door of our U.S. store locations. Suspending temporarily our video game and consumer electronics trading practices until Sunday, March 29th. Postponing all gaming events and midnight launch activities until further notice. Disabling temporarily all interactive gaming stations in our stores. Encouraging customers to leverage our online e-commerce capabilities and direct deliveries to their homes from our warehouses or stores. Now, my issue with this statement is that you're still forcing your employees to work during this shit, and you're classifying yourself as essential. You're in the non-essential, and it's kind of disrespectful that, and you would have the gall to classify yourself as essential. Where I work at Walmart, I'm classified as essential, motherfuckers. I'm essential. And the fact you're trying to tell your employees that they're essential to retail? No. The reason why I say this is because I walk by the electronics department every day, and everything's still there. Shit ain't selling. And if shit ain't selling in the electronics department during this time, shit ain't selling in GameStop. So there's bullshit. There's some type of bullshit there. Now, it may vary store to store, but I digress. But at the same time, the biggest issue in all this, the sheer fact that if a law enforcement official comes and says you must close down, now you want to redirect him with some boilerplate ass PR bullshit. Oh, call corporate if you don't like it. Well, motherfucker, what you gonna do if the mayor or the governor marches down there with the National Guard and makes y'all close by force? What y'all gonna do? What big bad GameStop gonna do? Cry me a river. You know what I'm saying? Cry me a motherfucking river. Because you obviously don't give a fuck about your employees. Don't act like you do. If you did, you would have been closed. Let's keep it a stack. And and I'm going into a tangent eventually, but you're kind of really putting yourself up against not only the government, but possibly your employees. Because not only do you keep these stores open, but y'all don't want to provide sick pay. Y'all don't want to provide paid leave if the government closes y'all down. And could you make the argument, oh, we wouldn't have the money to, we could go bankrupt? Sure, in a way, but it's a sacrifice that must be made for the greater good of your employees. And we would actually give respect to you, because at this particular time, y'all don't need any more body to fucking rain on y'all's parade as it is. So this just rips y'all's ass, gapes it even. But you ain't gonna tell no government official. And if these head people who run GameStop like keep on saying, oh, they can call corporate, but here's the thing, why don't you go to your fucking stores and see if you'll not let them close your store down in person? What you gonna do if the mayor of every city just comes in and says, hey, we're gonna close down this GameStop because it's non-essential? Don't lie to us. And like, what y'all gonna do? Sue? You ain't gonna win, and y'all probably ain't got the money to sue. Like, y'all cannot financially afford to sue the government. If they tell your ass to close, you close. Period. And I'm finna go into this tangent where this whole Last of Us pandemic, which I'm gonna classify it as such, because the disease itself is reminiscent of that from the game, in the sense of how it jumped from species to us. It jumped from insects to humans. That virus did. And this one jumped from bats to humans to us and spread like wildfire. Now granted, ain't nobody making clicking noises, nor are they trying to eat your face off, but that's all good news. But this whole thing is kind of like pitting the government against companies and against employees. And the companies, and it's gonna be one of them Wild West standoffs when it comes to employees and companies. Because if some of these companies, now I can understand if it's a mom and pop shop, or if you're the person who owns a business and you're the only employee, cool. But if you're somebody who works at these jobs and they're refusing to pay for sick leave, or if they get closed by a government order that they refuse to close, vice versa, then you should still, or not they refuse to close, but they refuse to pay during this time of being closed, you should stand up to them. I wish people could stand up to them and say, listen, if you don't give us our money during this time while we're laid off, we're just not going to come back. We're just not going to come back to work. Sure, they can say, well, you're expendable, but y'all going to be broke. We're expendable, but y'all going to be broke after everybody sues your ass. And the worst spot that I'm hearing that this happening in is Southern Cal. Motherfuckers, the whole city on lockdown, yet some of these companies don't want to pay their fucking people. Pay your fucking people. Like, y'all make billions a year. You can't take that cut for your people? Please. Or what's gonna end up happening, right? Either your employees are gonna give you an ultimatum and say, we're just not gonna come to work until you agree to pay us if they close us down. And if that happens, and I ain't talking about here and there, I'm talking about nationwide, then y'all ain't gonna have no choice. Or or a combination of excuse me, a combination of both. If that and the government, like state and local governments, was to decide, all right, if y'all don't pay your employees like to be off while y'all are closed, you're gonna get a hefty fine. GameStop, you cannot afford to get fined. You cannot afford a fine. You cannot afford lawsuits. Literally and figuratively. You're a sinking Titanic. You can't afford this shit. And not just GameStop, other companies too. Now, during this time, and you have certain cities on lockdown, but you have these certain companies who are so boneheaded and so greedy that they can't just see the fact that this shit's spreading. And we're trying to contain the spread. I know here in Mississippi we're containing the spread like very quickly. Hell, even in the city that I live in, Mississippi, we're way ahead of the curve. We done closed down a shit ton of businesses down here, just as precautionary measures. Hell, kids down here got it made. They ain't got to go back to school till fucking April, nor do they have to take end of the year exams. Just think about that. We got all that shit done. We got less cases. We only got one person that's died. We got like 50 cases so far. One death. And I'm telling you, at the rate that we're going in terms of my city and my state, we're going to have this shit on lock compared to other people. Alright? And I know one thing about our state government, they are not going to let any company dictate to them what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. And in the end of the video, I'll just make sure to say that please make sure that you're staying safe. If you're sick, please don't go to work. Use your paid time off that you have, or use the just use anything you can in terms of like this free sick leave, just anything. Stay at home. And if you are sick, if you are infected with the coronavirus, C virus, well, fuck it. I don't make money on this channel, but if you are infected, just isolate yourself. Don't go around your grandma. Don't go around anybody who's old, because you can end up killing them and not even know it. But with that being said, it's been your boy H Dog, and I'm signing out. Peace.